Hello everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. By the way, my name is Kathy, or you can call me Katz. This video will give you insights on how to understand Filipinas. So for those people or foreign guys who wanted to have a girlfriend, a Filipina girlfriend, or a partner or a wife, a Filipina wife, I hope this video will help you understand us. This video is right exactly for you. Before anything else, don't forget to subscribe and click the button below. So if there is a new video regarding Filipinas, it will give you notification. Before jumping into a relationship with Filipina, you need to understand our attitude. Because most women are very mysterious, not only Filipina but in general. So if you don't know how to understand our attitude or read our actions, then it will be difficult for you to have a good relationship with Filipina, especially if you are a foreigner, because we have different cultures, we have different background and different point of views in life. So, let me tell you this. Most of the foreigners I know, they are fond of finding a Filipina girlfriend or their better half. I wish this video will help you understand us as a Filipina. When you find a good Filipina, it's the same feeling as winning a lottery. In fact, it is more than a lottery because she will never go bankrupt in her love and support for you as long as you will treat her as your queen. So, just a disclaimer, this does not apply to all Filipinas. I am just telling the general attitude of Filipinas, okay? Long time ago, even nowadays, many couples who have the same race, the same nationality, they ended up into a divorce or annulment. So, what more if you have a foreign partner, like you are a foreigner and a Filipina wife? So, it will be more difficult and more challenging in your part. So, I hope in this video you will learn something for you to save your relationship and have a long-term relationship or long-lasting relationship with Filipina girls. Take note, perfection is not a requirement for creating a great relationship. Relationship lasts long because two people made a choice to keep it, fight for it, and work for it. So, it is creating a perfect relationship by accepting each other's imperfections and flaws. Even the Filipinas are very naughty or sometimes hard-headed. Just forgive them. We are belong in a Christian country that we learn how to forgive. According to the Bible, forgive 70 times 7 in a day. We also forgive our partners. So again, having a perfect relationship is made by two people who fight for it, work for it, despite of their flaws. Let me first discuss the Filipino culture. So in order for you guys to understand Filipina attitude, you have to do a diligent research about our culture. Filipino culture is very conservative. So courting a Filipina means courting her family as well. Yes, that's right. You will not only please your girl, but you also need to please the whole family. So, long time ago, during 50s, 60s, 70s, our traditional culture in courting a Filipina is the Filipino guys, they fetch some water and bring it to the girl's family. They chop the woods and help the parents of Filipina girl for them to achieve the love of the Filipina girl. There is also what we call harana. Okay, this is one way to express the love of the man to a woman by singing a song. In our great grandparents, they teach us to be conservative, and even we like the guy, we cannot do the first move. Let the guy do the first move. For you to understand why most of the Filipinas are very shy and we don't do the first move is because of our tradition. Even it's already a millennial, it's already new generation, but still some of us also practice this kind of way. Even me, even I've been to different countries, I still have this feeling that sometimes I feel shy to say my feelings to the guy. Sometimes even I want the guy and I want him to be back, I still feel shy to say, hey, just come back and let's be together again. This is totally different with Western culture. In Western culture, the girls are very liberated, they are open-minded, and they have this courage to say their feelings to the man. Number 2 tips is the communication. So we all know that in every relationship, whether it is a long distance relationship or you live together, we need to communicate each other. So it is very difficult for mixed marriages with a foreign partner to communicate, especially if English is not their first language, like the Philippines. So even our official language is English, and even we learned English in school, but still we don't communicate in English daily. Like, we don't use it in our daily conversation. We practice mixed language or bilingual language in conversing with other people, like Tagalog and English at the same time. But we don't use pure English in communicating with each other because we are Filipino. So if you will find a Filipino girlfriend, so sometimes it's difficult to communicate with us, especially those Filipino girls who has the hard time to express themselves in English, because again, we are not a native speaker and we commit mistakes in grammar, preposition, and sentence construction. And sometimes these mistakes lead to miscommunication. So I'll give you an example. So when I was in China, I met this couple. My friend is a Filipina, got married with American guy. So one time we went to her birthday party. So we ate dinner at the restaurant, and she forgot something in the car. So my friend, the Filipino girl, asked her husband to get her things. So she said to her husband, "Honey, please get my bag on the car." Okay. So literally the guy went to the car and find the bag on top of the car. But my friend's meaning is the bag is inside the car. So when the husband came, he's a little bit irritated because of he's trying to look at the bag on the top of the car, but it's not on the car, it's inside the car. And then another scenario during that birthday party, my friend pronounced the word 11 as 11. So some Filipinas, we have this accent, like especially those Filipinos who's living in Visayas and Mindanao. They have an accent of, instead of saying E, they make it E, and instead of saying E, they make it E. So they mispronounce the words with the E and E and E and E. So she keeps on saying 11, 11. Her husband said, it's not 11, it's 11. So the guy corrected my friend in front of everybody. So what happened? After that, my friend doesn't want to talk anymore. When she wants to talk to us, she will talk to me in Tagalog. And the rest of the people in the dinner, she will not say any word in English. And then the guy got irritated, her husband got irritated and said, why are you not talking? So my friend just looked at her husband like this. It's a tiger look. It means the Filipina is already annoyed or disappointed of what happened. My friend told me in Tagalog that she felt embarrassed by her husband because her husband keep on checking her grammar and pronunciation in front of other people. And that's the reason she doesn't want to talk in English after that scenario. So I think for the husband, it's nothing. He's just helping his wife to have perfect pronunciation in English. But for my friend, she was offended. So, guys, take note of that. If you want to check Filipinas, it should be in a way that we won't get offended. Because, again, as I said earlier, we are not a native speakers. And we have the right to commit mistakes. And you have the right to correct our mistakes in a manner that we won't get offended. When I was in China, I taught English in the college. And my job is to polish their English. So I also did correction, but in a manner that Chinese students don't get offended. So what I did is like I did not say like you are wrong or you should say this instead of that one, because those are the ways that you might offend the non-native speaker. So what I did is I just repeat the sentence they utter, but in a correct manner. So example, like it's on the car. So instead of saying, oh, it's in the car. So at least the person that you are correcting won't feel embarrassed. But instead, it might, oh, I see, I'm wrong. Like that. But you don't need to say to Filipinos like, oh, your grammar is wrong. It should be in instead of on. Or if you really want to correct us, we are open for that one as long as it's not in front of our friends or not in front of the public. You can correct us because you have the right to correct us because, as I said, we always commit mistakes, and we really appreciate you guys if you will correct us, but make it sure if you want to correct us in a manner that we won't feel embarrassed. So communication is really hard. So even you live together, sometimes you misunderstood each other. So what more if your relationship is a long distance relationship? Example of miscommunication is like I chatted with a guy and I asked, I think, many questions, but it's not really many, like maybe not up to 5 questions. But for me, on my end, I just ask normal questions that I want to have an answer. But for that guy, he thinks I interrogated him. So that's the reason why we got this argument and like misunderstanding like that. In order for you to know that the Filipina is mad even you are in a long distance relationship, I'll give you a tip. If the Filipina use all capital letters when typing and sending the message to you, it means she is mad. And another sign is if she use an exclamation point after the sentence, it means she is also mad. So those are the signs that we show that we are mad in chat. If you live together, you will know that we are upset or disappointed by not talking to you. So this is one common Filipina attitude that most foreign guys doesn't know. So, and I also ask for my colleagues and my other Filipino friends that if they got mad, what do they usually do? So it's like most of the answer is like they want to keep quiet. We want to keep quiet. It's not because we don't want to talk to you, but we want to calm down ourselves first before talking to you. Because if we will talk to you straight and we still upset, we might say something bad. So for you as a foreigner, if you see your Filipino girlfriend or Filipino wife is a little bit upset and she doesn't want to talk to you, then give her a time to calm down. sooner or later she will come to you and talk to you and tell you why she is upset. So in my part, if you really want to talk to me and I'm really upset and I don't want to talk to you but you insist, you better hug me first. Hug me tight. So there are love signs that I will discuss in my next video on how to calm down if we are on the stage of TAMPO, or what we call we don't talk to you. Okay. So another example of communication. Sometimes Western guy, they think that when we are talking to them, they think we are already in a relationship with them. It's totally different with your culture. So in our culture, you have to ask first if you want us to be your girlfriend or you want us to be in an exclusive relationship. Then that's the time we will think that we are in a relationship. But as long as you are not asking us, as long as we don't agree, as long as you did not ask for an exclusive relationship, then don't get mad or jealous if we are still chatting to other guys or we are still dating. Because again, in our culture, you have to ask us to be your girlfriend or in an exclusive relationship. It's not the same as in other country that like when you date, when you kiss, you meet in a bar, you kiss, the next day you are lovers already. So for us in our culture is totally different. So if you don't want to have this kind of situation that you think she is your girlfriend and yet she is still finding another guy, then better to ask her or better to tell her to be in an exclusive relationship with you. And next one is about the family. So Filipinos take pride in our family because our culture is close family ties. Sometimes in our house, like we live together with our parents, our siblings, our uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, and our grandparents, because this is our culture. It's not the same as the Western people that when you reach 18, you have to go out from your parents' house and have your own life. Or if you got married, you have to move on to another house and build your own family. Here in the Philippines is totally different. So, I'll give you another tip if you want to visit your Filipina girlfriend in the Philippines. The first thing you should do is, aside from being generous to your girl, be generous to her family members. So we have this tradition that our parents, every time they come back from work, they have something like simple things like bread or fruits for us, for their children. So we get used to that, we call that pasalubong. So you are from your country and you will visit your girl, your Filipina girl, please bring a pasalubong for her and for her family. If you are generous to other people, then be more generous to her family. Even simple things, we appreciate it. It's not about the price, it's the thought that counts. It means that you think of us even you are far away. So I have this Filipina friend. I met her during my annulment case, and she is now living with her husband to be, and the man is an American. Last year, the guy was in the US and my friend is here living in Quezon City, and the guy surprised my friend of flowers. I don't know how did he do that, but he sent flowers last year of Valentine's Day to my friend, and it's really a good surprise for her. So take note, guys, Filipinas love surprises. So if you are fond of surprising your girl, then I think your girl will love you to death. By the way, when you visit your girl, make it sure that you treat the whole family a dinner or a meal, because this is also one of our traditions, because Filipinos love to eat. Like simple restaurant or even in Jollibee is fine, as long as you exert effort to meet the whole family. If the whole family likes you, then the Filipino girl will like you too. So I hope this video will help you get some insights on how to understand Filipino attitudes. Actually, there are a lot more. It's just the beginning. It's just only part 1. So once again, I hope you enjoy watching my video, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for the notification in the future videos. So remember, choose your attitude and be happy. Have a great day. Bye.